you too loco? Are you too loco? Are you too loco? Anyway. All right, this is Ray Ray, and alongside me, the beautiful Miss Chrissy.
Hey, everybody.
And tonight we want to start the show, and we're going to say this at the beginning of this show and the end of this show, because we feel it's important, and when, bands have things coming up, that have been on the show, we want to give them the extra oomph that you're not going to hear anywhere else. Like you might hear a station say, okay, they're playing once, but you're not going to hear it twice on the same show.
No, you don't. They usually don't tell you more than once, just in the beginning of the show or maybe at the end of the show, whichever.
All right, for those who listened for the interview, with Brad Austin, an awesome person. First off, we want to apologize for the MRI noise in the background. That is not us. We did not cause that. We don't know what is going on. The platform here, for some reason, is just freaky lately.
Yeah, it's weird.
But those that did, listen to the interview and everything, they know how great of, a guy, Brad Austin is. He has a hell of a backstory and everything, and if you haven't heard it, go listen to the interview. Lower the noise or whatever you got to do. I'm sure there's many people that have heard it. But he's playing tomorrow night.
Yes, he is.
He's playing tomorrow night. His set starts at 6:30. He's playing at... Well, nice that you're going to yawn in front of the audience. Wake the fuck up.
Audience. I apologize to the audience.
They heard it, too. It's like, ah.
I was trying to cover my mouth, too.
That was a loud fucking yawn. Okay, he will be at 6:30 at Center Point Church in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's over at 2909 North Broadway Street in Knoxville, Tennessee. Their phone number, if you need directions because you're lost or drunk or whatever, is 865-689-3311. Yes, it is a church. However, it's a big auditorium, and don't automatically think it's just going to be nothing but gospel. He's already informed us that it's not going to be.
We've already heard his music and guarantee you it's not gospel. It's far from it.
So, once again, you want to be at the show tomorrow. You know why? Because it's free. Yeah, you can go see someone else, but they're not going to be as talented. And two, it's fucking free. I mean, if you like them, you want to buy a shirt or a CD or whatever, it's free. Go.
The CDs are not free though, and the T-shirts and stuff.
Well, of course they know.
But,
yeah, they might not know that.
No,
but the show is free. That's what I was trying to say. If you want to buy a shirt or buy a, CD,
right,
then more power to you. But if you just want to go and you're on a budget or you just want to hear some good fucking music, go
listen to them. I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Matter of fact, we will be at the show. We will not be doing interviews at the show. We will not have special gear that says, okay, yeah, too loco. We will be just normal fucking people.
Normal clothes, yep.
In normal clothes. If you want to come say hi, come say hi. Look for the dude with the Jaguars hat. I'm sure there's not going to be two.
You're not supposed to tell? Because this is supposed to be Brad Austin's night. Come on.
It is Brad Austin's night, and I don't want a bunch of people up, bothering us.
What you were wearing.
Whatever.
I got to give him a hard time every so often.
Hey, I can't help it if people come up and acknowledge and say, hey, we love it, we like your show, and sit and watch their thing. Hey, that would feel good
if people said
or if, Brad on stage says, where's Too Loco at? Say hi. But
hey, I'd love it.
We don't want to take over the show. That's not it's not about us. Like the title of the show says, it's all about the fucking Brad.
Right. That's exactly what it is.
with that being said, I can't wait, Brad. I'm sorry, man. If you're listening, I can't wait. I have to hear it.
Me too. I'm
Here
excited.
is an exclusive song, Tutu Loco, the new version of AV's song.
All
Everybody
right.
enjoy. This is a Too Loco exclusive.
Get so lost, sometimes I'm shaking. I gave my heart away again, and I've been trapped in these distractions, wondering if it ever ends. Can I feel? Everyone I know thinks I'm happy. I've learned to smile and say I'm okay, but deep inside something's dying. I guess I've never known any other way. Am I real? I can meet you in the morning. I want to swim in your eyes again. 'Cause all this hope, well, it's just been haunting me, and it's made everything different. I've built these walls to surround me. This poetry protects my soul. 'Cause I knew if you knew all the things that you don't know about me, well, you wouldn't love me anymore. Am I clear? But one day everyone's gonna know me. Yeah, I've resigned myself to playing the man. If I do these things to the people that I love the most, well, I just pray they'll understand. Am I feeling at all? 'Cause I can meet you in the morning. I wanna swim in your eyes again. 'Cause all this hope, well, it's just been haunting me, and it's made everything different. AV called again this morning.
Oh, yeah? What did AV say? All right, we're back. Well, I'm back. Chrissy Diaz stepped out for a moment. She's going rabbit hunting. Not like that, though. So anyway, you know, I was up on Facebook today, and we were me and Dave Benzotti and Tim the Thunder Walrus. We were explaining how lately we've been experiencing some issues up on this platform. Not anything bad against Spreaker or anything. Not anything of that sort. Just funny shit. Like song skipping and like the last show. Have you seen like the last part that was like one bar really? And the MRI, really? But it's all in clean fun. It's all in good fun. It just shows that we're human and shit happens, you know? From time to time, it doesn't matter where, you work or what you do, you're going to have problems. And it's how you go about dealing with shit. When shit isn't working right, how you come back after it and be like, all right. You either come back as a boss or you come back as a bitch. And I choose to come back as a boss because that's just the way I like to do shit. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to deal with fucking problems in your life. And sometimes you have obstacles that get in your fucking way and you just want to You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying when shit gets in your way or you plan on shit. You ever have that time where you like plan on something good happening and then all of a sudden you're going, like for instance, you're going somewhere and you end up in a fucking traffic jam. You go to pick your son up and you end up fucking 4.5 hours counted the fucking snow. I mean, but it's life, man. It's life. You wait on your paycheck, and then you got to wait a day or two, and then you're fiending for smokes or, to have your beer or whatever it is. Could be your coffee, for those straight edge out there. You do what you got to do in order to survive. I'm a firm believer of that. I believe don't look at things as failures. Because you have to remember, if you're not a part of the big club, that we weren't invited to and we're not going to get an invitation to, that if you're not a part of the big club, then you can only work with what you can work with. You can only do what you can with the hands that you've been dealt. If you're dealt shitty hands, all you can do is work to make apple cider out of lemons. Yes, I know. They always tell me fucking lemonade, but I believe you can make apple cider out of fucking lemons. You got to think outside of the box.
Yeah. And you can only do your best with what you've got.
Exactly. You can only do what you can with the finances. What separates those that are higher up from the average person is nothing more or less than marketing.
Exactly. If you don't have marketing, then you know what? You're screwed.
At the end of the day, it's just marketing. Those that have the millions of dollars for marketing and advertisement are the ones that are on the billboard and the ones that you're hearing in your car and the ones, that get the easy pass. Whereas the ones that work harder a lot of the times get shit on. And they don't get that path. And it is what it is. However...
Well, no, I believe you eventually will make it to the path you plan to get to. But it just takes us harder work than those who have it easy,
But that's the point I was trying to make. You may take the long road. But
you'll get there eventually.
But the shortcut could end up a shortcut. Meaning, yes, you can take the faster route, but how long are you going to stay on top if you don't know what the fuck you're doing?
How do you know that financing that you have for that company you have or whatever the case might be?
Or they have.
Well, no, I'm saying, but if you have a business, let's say, and you've got financial backing, you don't know how long you're going to have the financial backing for.
Do we always have to argue every fucking show?
It could disappear within the drop of a hat.
Exactly. It can disappear within a drop of a hat. I've known people that were millionaires and lost it all.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I've known people broke as fuck and became rich. If you ever heard the song What It's Like, and no, I'm not playing that song. I met that dude, and he's a total asshole.
Oh, is he?
So, went to his concert, and he was yelling at the sound guy like, it's his fault that, shit went wrong.
What a jerk.
I can't stand that. People that fucking are going to blame other people because life.
You know why? Because they're too rich and too damn stuck up.
Well, they
get your ass back there. If you know what, if you don't like the way it's being done, then he should have got his stupid ass back there and fixed it himself.
But it's life in general, and that's just my personal opinion. Don't come around and sue me because you ain't getting shit because I ain't got a pot to piss into there.
A window to throw it out of. So.
And even if I did, I'd have you still wouldn't get shit.
Hell no.
I'm too smart for that, or we're too smart for that.
Yeah. And plus, you never know what kind of protection we have on our house, so I don't think you'd want to come near our house.
Well, no, it ain't even that. It's just the people we know, the people,
The people,
But it isn't about that. It's about, if you're taking the shortcut in life, and you're trying to slide on by, eventually that shortcut is going to land you in a ditch or a fucking traffic jam, and the person that took the longer route is going to fucking get there quicker.
Exactly.
Or sustain that.
Yep. You're just going to get there for a little while, and then all of a sudden, guess what? You're not going to be there anymore because it's going to be like, well, you took the shortcut, you did it wrong, so guess what? You don't get to keep what you have.
And people ain't hearing you because you ain't talking into the fucking mic.
Oh, sorry. Like I said, or you could take the shortcut and, you could have your stuff for a little while, your financial backing or whatever the case might be. And then, you know what? It could be like, well, okay, you took the shortcut and you still don't want to do things right. Well, then you don't have it anymore.
And technically, none of us have assets anymore.
Nope.
After the bill that was passed, and I'm not getting political, but I will say when there is an executive order that says, okay, I have the power to veto anything. Yeah, granted, it's for a different country or whatever, but it's got a clause in there. Anything that they deem that they want to, that they can take any fucking assets, and there's no one that can do anything about that.
Yep.
That's been signed, in case people did not know. So it kind of makes me feel good to rent, because people that own me get fucked.
Yep, exactly. You're better off renting, I guess.
Well, I mean, everything you own anyway is just a rental anyway. Even if you fucking own it, at any point it could be taken away.
True, very true.
It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a brand new car, all paid off for the highest fucking insurance, and then all of a sudden a fucking tree smashes right on it.
Exactly.
And yeah, you may get reimbursed for it, but it's going to be a fucking while. So, I mean,
very true.
You never fucking know in life, and when obstacles come your way, don't look at it as failures. Look at it as, okay, well, yeah, this happened, but this made me a greater person account of it. There's an old saying that goes, what does not kill me only makes me
stronger.
Well, I like to add to it, what does not kill me only makes me wiser.
And also only makes me a stronger, wiser person. And, yeah, it makes you a better person, too. That's what I was trying to think of.
And, of course, she had to add her 2 cents.
Damn right I did.
It wouldn't be Chrissy D if she didn't.
That's right. I'm Chrissy D, and that's how I am.
But the point is, life likes to rain on fucking people's parades. Just like Chrissy D is about to sneeze over here. Once again, raining on people's parades. And what's funny is, what we thought yesterday was a fucking, we didn't know what the fuck it was. A branch fell on top of the fucking studio.
Yeah, we don't know what it was, actually. The way it went thump, 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 thump.
Well, it was heavy rain, heavy, heavy whatever.
It was like 4 times. I'm like, what the heck? And then we heard some other noise hit the side of the side of it, and I'm like, what the heck? So it must have been the storm last night.
Yeah, and we don't know if we lost people or not. The friggin' our system just went to fade to black and then came back in. So hopefully it's not like a mouse again. But if it is, well then you're gonna be squeaking on by to the other side, squeak on through to the other side.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, we couldn't help it that our studio was experienced a storm last night, but we did the best we could to put our show on.
but the point being is shit likes to fuck with people, especially those that aren't financially stable. And even those that are financially stable, emotionally it fucks
those
with
who are
them.
jealous too. If you're doing very well in life, somebody that's jealous might try to screw with you and what you've got because they're jealous because you have something they don't.
Exactly. And here's the thing. When people start gossiping about you, that means you're doing something right. And that's why they're fucking gossiping about you. I mean, unless you're a fucking serial killer or something.
Exactly.
But, I mean, people will make up fucking stories. They'll say whatever the fuck they feel like it. Half of it may be true, it may not. And then once you become, bigger than life, or not bigger than life, but start to get a fucking following, what people will do is they'll try to uncover every dirt there is.
Yep.
All you do is flip the script on them. Yeah, I went through this, I went through this, I went through this, I went through this, and what the fuck you got to talk about now? What else you going to tell me?
Yeah, so I went through this. Yeah, what the fuck's the big deal? So I'm human. Sue me, What the hell you want from me?
I drink, I smoke, I cuss, I don't give a fuck.
That's
And
right.
I have my own damn opinion, and if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass.
Exactly.
But that should be everybody's motto.
Exactly, because you know what? In life, we don't bother anybody else. We mind our own business. We keep to ourselves. We only associate with our set friends. I mean, not that we're mean people, but we just mind our own business.
I'm a mean motherfucker.
We're quiet people. We don't, we don't get in our business of any of our neighbors or our friends or anybody else.
Boring.
Well, I'm just telling them we don't do that. We're quiet people.
Boring.
You know what? Go fuck yourself.
Well, thank you. See, that's live.
Asshole.
That's live and up, and that's real. The whole we just stay to ourselves. I mean,
well, I mean
we're goody two shoes, and
we are far from goody two shoes. Please,
well, that's
trust
how you,
me.
That's what you just sounded like.
Let me tell you something. We are far from goody two shoes.
Well,
we drink, we cuss, we do our own thing, but we just don't get into other people's business. Is what I mean. We're not nosy. We're not into everybody's business. We're not trying to get this person in trouble for this or that. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and exactly. And I don't like to brag, personally. I don't like to brag. I'm not one of them type of people.
No, me either.
If I do something or if we go somewhere and do something, that's great. But I don't need to put 100 fucking pictures of what the fuck we did up there because, to me, that's insecure. And that's not nothing against people that do it. If it works for you, it works for you.
Right, that's just not your way or our way.
But to me, just to me, that's a sense of insecurity. When you feel the need to tell everybody, I mean, unless it's like a certain event. If it's a certain event and you go to that event and you're proud of it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a difference of being proud and there's a difference of, okay, yeah, let me brag I did this. Let me brag because I got the biggest toy. Let me brag because I got that. Let me brag because I'm like.
Exactly. It's like
really?
It's like if you went to let's say a Guns N' Roses concert. And you loved them. They were your favorite band. And you put a couple pictures up. Hey, I went to Guns N' Roses. I had a good time. That's one thing. But if you're sitting there and putting all these pictures up, oh, I went to Guns N' Roses, and I went and saw Metallica, and I went to see this band and that band, that's bragging.
But you know what? I did see Guns N' Roses, and it wasn't in New Haven Coliseum when I was, I don't know, like fucking 18, 19 years old, before they tore that shit down.
I know.
And I not met, but I was at the concert, and Axl Rose is an asshole, but I love him. He's one of them assholes that you love. I mean, like, some people will be like, he's such a dickhead, and I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I get your point.
Exactly.
But I was a huge Guns N' Roses fan.
Yeah, but if you put up a couple pictures of him, hey, I went and saw the concert. Let's say, oh, I met Axl Rose. You didn't meet him, but just for an example, you know? Something like that. Hey, he was a cool dude, or hey, he was an asshole, or whatever. That's not bragging. That's just saying a few things. But if you keep going on and on and on about the subject, then yeah, you're bragging.
If you know other
don't
people
believe in
are
bragging.
hurting and you deliberately keep on fucking, talking shit, you're not willing to help these fucking people out. And you just want to fucking brag to me.
That you did something nice for somebody else.
Yeah, to me,
that's
that's
not cool.
just greedy, and that's not cool.
No, it's not.
That's not cool. But, I mean, it is what it is.
You know what? It would be like if, for an example, I'll put a good example out there. Let's say I go see a concert. And let's say it's a concert that Tweety's been dying to see. But let's say she couldn't go see it.
It
And
certainly
if I put it
isn't one that involves a mosh pit. I'll tell you that much.
No, but I'm just saying for an example. And let's say I put pictures up on my Facebook. Now, she's a friend on Facebook. And I put all kinds of pictures up and talk about, this and that about the concert. That wouldn't be cool. That's bragging, and that's not cool.
Because you could easily go on the social network and be like, send them a private message. Hey, look at these pictures.
Yeah. But if it's somebody, like I said, I just use her for an example. But if you're going to do, if you go see a concert, somebody's dying to see and they didn't get to see it, you don't do that. Because that's like bragging, and that's not cool. That's like saying, haha, I got to go see the concert and you didn't.
What I'm saying is if somebody's talking about being in a shelter, you don't go, well, hey, I know that you're in a shelter, and you're struggling right now, but we just went to Disney World, and what fun we had on that fucking roller coaster.
That's not cool either.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. So, anyway, okay, well, yesterday we explained that they found the plane. They did find the plane. I didn't buy this story at all. If I believe that story, I guess they threw in the Golden Gate for free. And the Statue of Liberty while it's at it.
Why not? Of course, why not the Statue
Give
of
me
Liberty
some oceanfront property in the Mojave Desert. Because it just seems like people are full of shit.
I want a nice big oceanfront property in the middle of Arizona. Right in the middle of the desert.
Didn't I just say the desert? Are you even listening?
But I said Arizona.
Oh, my. Just because you said Arizona. Does that make it better?
Yep.
Okay, whatever. But, really now, I mean, it's the weekend. We hope everybody, gets their fucking party on and rocks out and just, has a lot of fun. Because life is so fucking stressful, and you just need to get out. I don't care if you've been saving for months. Take some of that fucking money and go out somewhere and have fun.
Shit, go out for a few drinks. Take your girl or your man out for dinner or to a movie or something nice, Just get out of the damn house.
And if you're in Knoxville by Broadway at 6:30, just happen to go into Center Point. Just for 5 minutes. And if you don't like it, you can walk away.
I guarantee, though, after you listen to his concert, you will definitely love his music, and you will want to stay and hear the whole concert.
Yeah, between him and his boy from San Francisco.
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to seeing it myself.
But with that being said, all right, we're going to play a brand new track from Brad Austin.
Our buddy, Brad Austin.
And no, I do not have a man crush on him. I'm trying to give a local artist some fucking respect.
No, I know that. That's why I said our buddy.
I'm not talking about you. I was talking about the audience that's like, why did they keep on talking about that?
Because you know what? He's very talented, and he deserves the props for it.
Exactly. He deserves all the respect in the world. Now I'm going to shut the fuck up. Listen to the song.
Moments for you. I know there's nothing better, and I can't take this on. It's time to wake up, baby.
And that was Brad Austin's Awakening. I know you all love that song.
I know I did. Another good song by him.
So anyway, I'm going to share a story.
Go ahead, babe.
You know in life how things are just funny sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a friend of mine on the spot.
Go ahead.
I knew this girl.
Okay.
And she was like, I don't know, like 18 years old. And me and my boy, who I'm not going to mention his name, his last name has 5 letters. And he's absolutely insane. And no, it's not green. But, okay, so he was with this girl, and she was shy as fuck.
Okay.
Shy as fuck. I mean, when I tell you, she didn't want to say 2 peeps. And, you know, I hung out with her and, you know, my boy and everything.
Okay.
And we were at an ice cream parlor one time. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We were at an ice cream parlor one time. And this girl was licking this fucking, she was making this fucking ice cream cone, right? She was licking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by the time she, you know, finished fucking licking like the thing, it looked like a fucking dick. Tell me how fucking talented that is.
That's talented.
To be licking a ice cream. I mean, guys are like, well, that's sexy to begin with.
Yeah.
But to make it look like the shape of a fucking vanilla dick, I think it might even have the balls.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
But, I mean, life's just funny. Because this girl that I knew that was quiet as fuck went from being quiet as fuck to you can't shut her the fuck up. You get her a couple drinks and she's fucking like blah 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 blah, and I'm like, really now? So, I just wanted to share that story.
That's a cool story.
And in case she's listening, she's gonna be like, that motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
You know,
she's not so quiet now, though.
Hell no, she's not quiet. But she is a good parent.
She's a great parent.
Well, yeah. She raises
she really is.
2 kids and everything.
2 beautiful, wonderful kids. She does a great job.
Exactly.
Works hard. I mean, can't say any more nicer things about her. She's just a great person.
Exactly. And since I'm going to talk about one friend, I'm going to talk about my other friend.
Uh-oh.
I knew this girl, right? And people are like, this dude's just a fucking pimp. No, I'm not. I was just friends with a lot of girls.
He was like me. He was friends with more girls than he was guys, and I was friends with more guys than I was girls. It's just, that's how I was in high school. People thought in high school that I had all these boyfriends, because I was always hanging around with guys, and they were like, oh, you have all these boyfriends. And I'm like, these guys are not my boyfriends. They're just guys I hung out with because I felt more comfortable around guys, and you must have felt more comfortable around women. You know? It's just how it is.
No, I was just hanging out with my friends, and they happen to have girlfriends. So, I mean,
nothing wrong with that.
I was hanging out with them, and then there'd be a group of us hanging out and shit. But anyway, I knew this girl, and she was cool as hell, but she was the biggest shit talker ever.
Oh boy!
And I remember this time. We all went to this party. It was it was New Year's.
Okay.
We were out in fucking Shelton, Connecticut.
Oh, boy.
And I was with her boyfriend at the time. Really cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was like in the middle and everything. And, my boy.
Oh, jeez. You know there's trouble there. If it's who I think it is, oh, boy.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Oh, that damn kid.
And then I believe his girl.
Ah, jeez.
And
Shit talker number 2 and 3.
all right, so
No, I'm just
anyway.
kidding.
So we were at this party, and what happened was somebody fucking called the cops while we were at this party. We're drinking and shit.
Right.
So here we are, we're leaving. And of course, my friend got to run her mouth. Love her to death, but she had to run her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then my boy had to run his mouth. Then
He's
the next,
always running his
then
mouth.
the next thing you know, we're in a parking lot, ready to fight. Well, they were ready to fight. I ain't ready to fight. I'm trying to fucking drink. It's New Year's, you know?
Yeah.
And I swear, it was us. There were like 4 or 5 of us. Versus fucking 150 fucking people. You know, that were friends with the people from the party, friends with this, and friends with that. And it all started because we were at like a stop sign, and a car in front of us wouldn't move.
Right.
So they were trying to say, get the fuck out of the way and let's go and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And whatnot. So anyway, what ends up happening is my boy is ready to fight everybody. And I'm thinking to myself,
He's crazy.
You're out of your fucking mind. We're going to get killed.
He doesn't care. That's the thing.
Right? And they're coming out with, weapons galore. And then I see somebody with a gun, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm good. I'm good with this shit.
Yeah.
You know, we're in the backwoods. We don't fucking know anybody or anything. You know what I'm saying? We're out of our
You're
jurisdiction.
fucked, basically.
So I go up to the dude, and I'm like, look, it's New Year's. I understand that my friends are talking shit, and y'all talking shit, but honestly, it's New Year's. Let's all go out. Let's all have fun rather than this petty bullshit.
Right.
And, he's like, well, yeah, you're speaking some sense into me.
Yeah.
All right, so he called off everything. He's like, all right, well, tell your boy to shut up. And my boy's still running his mouth. He's going, blah, 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 blah. Fuck you, asshole.
I would have left his ass out in the middle of the woods. I know who you're talking about, and he can be an asshole when he wants to be.
No, I wasn't like that. I don't leave
No,
people.
him. I know that. I was just kidding, hon.
And if that girl's listening, she's like, yeah, but Ray was scared as fuck about things, many things.
Of course. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere. You don't know anybody. I know how the people in Shelton are. I hung around there.
I
They're
just
nuts.
didn't like drama. I mean, if I was drinking and, somebody came up to me and started shit, that's one thing.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about where you're in the middle of nowhere, like I said. You don't know anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I would be a little nervous, especially if there's like 100 guys.
Exactly.
And there's only maybe a handful of you guys? No.
Well, what ended up happening is we all ended up going home and everything was cool. But I thought about it. If I wasn't there, what the fuck would have happened? And I mean, I'm no saint, and I'm not saying I'm a guardian angel in any way, shape, or form.
No, we know that. Neither am I.
What I am saying is somebody's got to be the fucking peacekeeper. I have another story.
Well, go ahead with your story, dear.
I'm going to say my story because it's the weekend, and I can. I was with these group of lesbians.
Okay.
And this gay dude.
Okay.
And the lesbians are bi, the whatever. They were, college students. They went to UConn and all that shit. Really cool girls. And the dude in the back was just a friend of theirs.
All right, that's cool.
I don't swing that way. I just
no, but there's nothing wrong with that, hanging out with different people,
there have been stories, rumors people spread otherwise, but that ain't true.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, okay, so we're in this. She bought a car from this dude.
Okay.
Right, and When I tell you the fucking thing was a lemon, I'm not kidding you.
Oh, God.
I'll explain in a minute. Anyway, we go down, we drive, we're in Milford. We drive out to Bridgeport. We're in the worst fucking area of Bridgeport. This was when Bridgeport was bad. It's still bad, but it's not
What
as
the
bad.
hell were you doing in that part of Bridgeport? I know exactly what you're talking about.
We weren't like in Father Panic or anything. I wasn't around when
Still,
I was there.
I know.
Okay, but anyway, we break down. Okay. And I'm like, okay, I need to talk to somebody. We can't stay out here for what I'm white. That's not good.
No, definitely. Especially not in that area.
And I'm with a dude back here that's, you can tell is a little different.
Yeah.
And these girls are out of their fucking mind. All right, so anyway, these guys come up to us. And thank God they weren't young guys because they would have wanted to fight. These were older guys. Like
yeah.
mechanics.
Okay, that's cool.
I think they were just trying to get, into the girls' pants,
Who knows?
But they didn't want to talk to him because they heard him for like a second and they're like, I don't want to talk to you. And then the dude in the back tried to talk, there's nothing wrong
the other
with
guy,
that.
okay.
Yeah, the other guy tried to talk. And they're like, he looked at him all weird. He's like, I don't want to talk to you either. Is there anyone normal? I said, hi, I'm normal. How are you? And I said, well, hey, we're stuck. We need to get the fuck out of here. I said, honestly, look at my fucking skin. I don't belong here.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Even though I used to play football over at Seaside Park and everything.
Still.
But
At night's a different story.
Yeah, but the point is, that we went to fix the fucking car. The motherfucker was held together by fucking twisty ties and duct tape.
What the hell?
I'm not kidding you.
Holy shit.
Talk about a lemon. They said, look, you ain't going nowhere. I looked at it, rolled my eyes, and I'm like, what the fuck?
How the hell am I going to get out of here now?
Exactly. Well, we ended up going up the road, and we called I called somebody and got a fucking ride. But the point being is that if there's not somebody out there that's a fucking peacekeeper or somebody, trying to keep the peace or with
hell
sense.
would break loose, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because, what if we ran into fucking a bunch of fucking ghetto wannabes or fucking real gangsters or whatever?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was always a peacekeeper, too.
And there were no cell phones at that time, too.
No.
Like the kids nowadays, they'd be like, yeah, but you could have called your boys on the cell phone. There was none.
There was no such thing as a cell phone.
And the old cell phones were like fucking 4 foot fucking tall.
Yeah, and where are you going to put that?
Remember the old car phones when they originally came out?
And where the hell would you put it? You can't carry it on. You have to stay in the car.
Yeah, exactly. So there were no cell phones. I bet some of the kids don't even know there used to be fucking beepers. Before there were fucking cell phones, there were fucking beepers or pagers.
Yeah, I remember those. I had one.
Somebody would have to this is a little brief lesson for those that don't know, or maybe it's a stroll down memory lane. Somebody would literally call you, and you would see the number. You couldn't call it back because, once again, it wasn't a cell phone. There was no such fucking thing.
You had to go to a payphone and call that person back, or go to your home phone and call them back.
Exactly. If the payphone wasn't cut.
Yeah. Otherwise, you had to go to use your home phone whenever you got home, or whatever closest phone you could get to.
Exactly. They had beepers and pagers, which were really fucking famous at the time. And then they had the walkie-talkies.
Oh, God.
Remember how annoying they were? Everybody's like, beep, can you hear me?
Yeah, that was annoying.
Beep, I'm over here. Beep.
They had them in the cell phones for a while, too, walkie-talkie.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
It was stupid.
It helped some people, but to me it was annoying. And now thinking about it, I'm glad that there's fucking cell phones, because them fucking pagers were a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, they were.
Because you had to drive somewhere to fucking go find a phone, and It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Technology's advanced so much.
Thank God.
But the point I was trying to make is somebody has to be the peacekeeper. If there's not, then you're always going to end up in war. And
Exactly.
you never know what the fuck's going to happen.
You know, I have a story about that, too. One time, one of my friends got into a fight with, an argument with, their significant other. And when they were fighting with a significant other, I was the one trying to keep the peace. Until, of course, the guy tried to decide he was going to fight me. Oh, you better be careful. I'm going to hurt you. Dude, 6 foot, I want to say 6'2", 6'3", about 300 pounds. Stood right up to the dude's face and said, "Ooh, I'm scared, dude. I'm scared. Ooh, what are you going to do?" Dude didn't know what to say after that. He just walked away shaking his head. He was pissed, but he walked away shaking his head because he had no idea I was going to say that.
What was funny is,
But up till then, I was trying to be the peacekeeper, you know?
Exactly. What was funny was, I'm going to leave that story for another day. But I knew this dude, okay? This dude was like fucking 4'10" and weighed like fucking 80 pounds.
Okay.
Soaking wet. This dude was fucking with him. He was 6'7",
Yeah.
350 pounds, like pure fucking muscle.
Mm-hmm.
So you would think that this dude that's 4'10" would get their fucking ass kicked and handed to him, right? He had the dude that was 6'7", chiseled like a motherfucker, crying in tears, saying, "Well, let me go, man." It was funny as fuck.
Good for him. I would have slapped the dude 5.
You had to be.
I would have walked up to the little short dude now and slapped him 5. I was like, good for you.
I'm like, I'm crazy, but I ain't like you.
I would have slapped him 5. I would have patted him on the back and said, "Way to go, dude." He deserved to get his ass kicked and handed to him.
But on that note, we're going to listen to my buddy Brian McCormick's band. I think I said his name right. Black Charade. I love this song. That's why I keep playing it. There's just certain songs out there that you just love and you just play.
Okay, kids, we're recording.
well, that was Black Charade. And the thing about it is, when you live my life, you forget that you're ADHD and you get sidetracked easily.
Yeah, that we do.
But what I wanted to say before I got in that story about what happened with Shelton, or afterwards, is this girl, grew up and now she's a mother. And she went from a metalhead to basically like a model. And, she's got this really cool dude that, she's engaged or married to, as well as a kid. And it's just awesome to see people grow and mature and
do so well in their life,
Exactly. People especially that you thought, okay, are they ever going to fucking change?
Or they're just so damn wild. Are they going to always be that wild?
Yeah, exactly.
And then they grow up and they become such wonderful people. It's nice to see.
Exactly. That's what it's about in life. It's about, being there to see people grow or hearing about them grow. And
hearing about all the wonderful things that happen in their lives and, how good they're doing and everything else.
Exactly. Because most of my friends came from fucking dysfunctional families.
Right, exactly.
And that was the only way they knew.
Exactly.
So to discredit them and say, well, they're a fuck up or a low life or anything.
They're really not. They're just, they're doing.
Just in general, none of us have a fucking manual here. Hey, this is what we're supposed to do.
Well, not only that, but when you grow up in a dysfunctional family, you think that that's the right way to grow up and that's the right way to be. You don't know any other way. You can't help it.
That's what I just said.
But a lot of them, no, but when you see them turn out so wonderful, like I said, that's fantastic to see. Even coming from dysfunctional families, and they turn out better than ever.
Exactly. None of us had the fucking millions of fucking dollars, and we didn't grow up that way. We grew up, you had to work hard for what you wanted. You had to do what you needed to do in order to get to the next level.
Exactly.
If that meant you had to, sell your items when you were poor, or you worked out in a strip club, or for those that I hung out with that sold drugs or whatever at the time, you know what, they had to do what they had to do.
Or they act like a dog.
Yeah, what?
And wear a collar.
I don't know what you're talking about. As I'm rolling my eyes. That's for another fucking day.
Anyways, no, but that's exactly right. That's how it is sometimes. Some people don't get to grow up with that silver spoon in their mouth. And then there's those of us who lived a pretty comfortable life. And, wasn't rich by any means, far from it, but lived a comfortable life, but still had to grow up. And we were taught that, we don't get everything handed to us. If I wanted something, if I said to my father, oh, I want this particular album or whatever, I had to earn it. I had to either get good grades in school, and by the time I was old enough, I had a job. I babysat from the time I was old enough to babysit and always worked, So I know where you're coming from on that.
I want to say Monday we have Crumb Snatchers. If you never heard Crumb Snatchers, they're a phenomenal band. They're different. I'm not going to give their music away. Google it. Crumb Snatchers.
Exactly. Definitely Google it.
Look on Reverb Nation or, whatever. I also, I was talking to a guy. He's from, I believe, Friendsville. His name's Insanulous. He's a rapper / metal artist. When you hear his shit, oh my God.
I've heard it, and yeah, it is, oh my God, definitely.
Also, I'm going to get back in touch with Dream Area. There were some complications. We couldn't schedule things right. So.
Exactly. So we'll have to get things fixed with them, and we will have to have them on, too.
Also, do not just listen to our show. If you listen to us, check out the Thunder Walrus. Walrus Attacks, and check out Dave Benzati's metal show.
Yeah, they're both very talented guys, really good shows. I really think you should check it out.
Or even Love It or Leave It. They did, a few shows or a bunch of shows, about relationships and shit. It was cool as fuck. And SEC Radio, standing for Strip Club Choppers. We're very grateful and thankful, and cannot say it enough, to give an opportunity and shit. Well, be given the opportunity. Anyway, before we get out of here, go to see Brad Austin. Don't worry about us. But go see Brad Austin tomorrow night.
Yeah, please don't miss the concert. It's a wonderful concert. It's free, and it's worth just getting out of the house and taking your family out to do something enjoyable.
At Center Point Church, 2909 North Broadway Street in Knoxville. Once again, that number is 865-689-3311. He goes on at 6:30, so it'd probably be good to get there around like 6, I would imagine.
5:30, 6 o'clock to get your seat and everything, because you don't know how packed it's going to be either.
Well, I hope it's a packed house. I do, too. I hope it's standing room only, to be honest with you.
I do, too. I hope it's a packed house. I hope he gets a lot of people. But what I'm saying is if you get there early, you can have a seat, your choice of seats, wherever you want to sit.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't even know what the seating chart is or if it's just standing. It doesn't matter.
We have no clue.
I do know that if you like his stuff, buy a CD. Support. Buy, a shirt, a bumper sticker, whatever.
Yeah, something. Get something from him. Well, you know what? Last time, as far as I've always known, churches have always had pews. So I would think they would have pews for people to sit in.
But
I don't know.
I mean, don't let that discourage you. He rocks out.
He can rock
that's
good.
That's just the thing. But anyway, we're just about out of time for this week. We'll see you Monday. Crumb Snatchers interview, 11:30.
Good night and God bless.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Rock on. Party like a rock star. Fuck like a porn star. And just have a blast. It's the fucking weekend.
Peace out.
Unless you got to work like me tomorrow. Fuck. Ta-ta. Are you too loco?